Welcome back to FilmFloggers. We review films and flog dead horses, so you don't have to. Is this week's film choice a complete waste of your viewing time? Much like flogging / beating a dead horses, get it? Please head over to www.filmfloggers.com to check out all of our previous floggings. And while you're there, maybe hang out for a while, look around and vote for our next film. Click on vote, or visit www.filmfloggers.com/vote. Are you an idiot? If so, please check out our Idiot's Guide to Reviewing Us, where even a big dummy like you can leave us a red-hot review. Here at FilmFloggers, we pride ourselves on offering 1-star content with 5-star effort. Once on the website, please click on Idiot's Guide, or visit us at www.filmfloggers.com/review-us. That should have been Idiot's Guide. My fault, I didn't change the URL. Annoying. Once again, filmfloggers.com/review-us. Believe it or not, we now have a Patreon. I know what you're thinking. You have the audacity to ask us to pay to receive more of this. Pause for dramatic effect. Yes. We have a Patreon exclusive show called Nitpickers. I think you'll like it. Please visit www.filmfloggers.com/support-us. Again, that hyphen is annoying, should have removed it. Or head straight to our Patreon page. Patreon.com/filmwafflers. No idea why I did film wafflers. Another mistake. Where you can support us for as little as £1 British or $1.50. And while you're on the website, punch that big purple subscribe button and tell a friend about the flog. Wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, mistress, your nan, granddad, your kids. They can tell their friends. They can tell their friends at school about the flog. But in all seriousness, this really helps the podcast grow and enables us to enrich or ruin the lives of the hundreds of millions of earlobes we haven't reached yet. Windows open. Oh, God. Not today, Dave. Not today.
Are you doing the quiet thing?
There is no quiet thing. I keep saying the same shit. Oh, this chair's very noisy. I just want to sit on the sofa. Sit on the sofa, relax, no noise. That's what the Twitch was all about. We were supposed to just sit on the sofa and just chill out, play the PlayStation.
Right, sure, so I hit record.
That turned to shit, didn't it?
Go. Thing.
Who?
Should I hit record?
Right, what are we doing then, Fiona? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
My ear is really itchy.
Because of the confusion or the disagreement we had. I've not even listened to it back.
Wait, I'm not on right.
So, following on from our episode on the canal, which may or may not have been a piece of shit, there was a dispute or some confusion somewhat on Amityville.
I don't know.
On the Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. So I said it was the dad that murdered the kids. You said it was the brother that murdered the kids. We were both wrong.
The confusion on my side was I didn't realise the film was based on the family after the family that was murdered.
And I did realise that.
You did?
Yes.
Right. Fine. Yes. I hadn't seen the film, clearly. I thought I'd seen the original.
Have you never seen the film?
No, I don't think so. I knew I hadn't seen the one that we're doing because we've somehow landed on the remake. I knew Ryan Reynolds and his abs were in this, so I was like, oh, that'd do. And to be fair, the original, I don't know, is it a better film? The clips I saw, it was like, oh, fucking hell. And it was 2 hours. So it was an extra half hour longer than this one. And the clips I saw, I was like, oh, to be fair, let's just watch the Ryan Reynolds shit. I think they're both going to be quite shit.
Mm.
So this was shit. This was bad.
Right, Ben, we're going to do this at the end.
That's the confusion, wasn't it? Yes. So we've somehow, this wasn't on the list. I had no intention of doing this for good reason. But because of that, don't bring up another shit film that we could have a disagreement on, because then we'd be forced to do that.
We disagree in every film.
I want to do good films.
Really?
Yes.
Have you seen the list?
There's some good ones on there.
Right. 3, 2,
Oh, God. I'm not ready at all. I'm not ready.
Go! There we go.
Oh, Christ.
So we are doing the 2005 The Amityville Horror, 6.10 on the IMDb. It is based on the it's based on the book by Jay Anson, The Amityville Horror, and it's a remake of the 1979 film.
I don't know. Trivia?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, synopsis, newlyweds are terrorised by dynamic forces after moving into a large house that was once the site of a grisly mass murder a year before.
Dynamic? What's dynamic?
Demonic. Demons. Directed by Andrew Douglas. It was his first film to direct. Previous to that, he'd only directed a documentary and music videos. We have Ryan Reynolds starring as Mr. George Lutz.
Oh, it's lovely.
Whew, he is fit in this.
Yeah, he's got good body, yeah.
Deadpool, Ted, Just Friends, Blade. We all know Ryan Reynolds. we've got Melissa George as Kathy Lutz, the wife, and we've got Chloe Mortez as one of the kids. This is her first film to debut in as well.
Yes, yes. I didn't realise she was a child star. I guess
Yeah.
you could say she was in. Well, she was what, like I don't know, 12 in Kick-Ass, so she's still a child there. But I didn't realise that she'd appeared in this. Oh, we started. God, I'm right. Okay, please.
So on November 13th, 1974, Ronald Defoe Jr. killed his parents and 4 siblings while they slept in the Amityville house. He claimed there was voices in his head urging him to kill his family. 1 year after the killing, the Lutz family moved into the house, however, only lasted 28 days there.
Yes, right. Okay. Where do we start with this then?
Well, I think we should talk about the family first.
Right.
The Defoe family. Well, what happened after that?
The family that got murdered
Yeah.
by the brother,
Yeah.
which was correct.
Yes, Ronnie.
Yes.
Ronnie. So he was living down in the basement. He had quite a bad childhood. He was quite abusive towards his parents, apparently. He dabbled in drugs quite a bit as well. And he tried to enter the insanity plea, but prosecution argued he was a mere drug addict who was well aware of what he was doing on the night he murdered his family.
Exactly. So it's more believable if this guy was like, yeah, I had a great relationship with my parents, the siblings, it was lovely. We were just a really tight-knit family. It's more believable. Maybe you're like, oh, look, what could have turned him? It doesn't make sense.
He was sentenced to 6 sentences of 25 years. However, he died in prison at the age of 67.
Oh, right. Must have been recently then he died, was it?
Yeah, I think it was in 2000 and... Can't remember.
Yes, right, okay.
Yep.
Fine. Okay.
Right, go
Now
on, you.
what?
Now we can talk about the film, Ben.
Right, so yes, 2005 this film, was it?
Yes, 2005.
This is the remake?
Yes.
The original, I saw some clips, there's a lot more, filler, there's a lot more stuff with the father. I think he's in it quite a bit. A nun shows up.
Really?
Nun's flying around. Don't know what she's doing.
Can't remember her.
What else? I don't know.
So,
it's not ghost heavy. There's no ghosts, I don't think, in the original.
it's more jumpy.
No, I don't think it's that. You just get slime and blood and Jodie's is represented by a pig or something. You get like a vision of a pig in the window. I think the only actual ghost that you see or demon or whatever is either like a pair of eyes, that little wank, or a pig, which is Jodie, whatever that means.
So, according to the trivia, George Lutz didn't actually consent to this film being made. He wasn't happy with the 2005 version, and they had to do 4 letters to gain his consent. However, he died in 2004, and that was fine.
Yeah,
He just went ahead with the film.
Punch that.
So, the claims from George Lutz's family were that they had slime coming through the walls. There was strange smells, which was seen in the first film. Cassie is actually levitating from the bed at many times in the films, which was apparently meant to happen.
In the original?
Yeah. No, this is what meant to happen according to the Lutz family. I'm not sure if it was in the original or not.
Right.
She was levitating from the bed. The sons were levitating from the bed at one point.
Yeah.
The beds were banging up and down.
I hate when that happens.
He was held down by a force. He couldn't move. Yeah, George was.
Demonic.
So the eldest son confirms that this actually happened. However, they were slightly exaggerated.
Right.
So a lot of people thought that this was a hoax. So Kathy and George, they took a lie detector test and they actually passed the lie detector test.
Well, it depends how detailed the questions were or how specific they were. Did you see slime? Did you see a pig in the window? Did you see blood coming down the stairs? What day did you see it on? Did you see it on this day? Did you see it at this hour? If they just went, do you feel like you were
possessed?
Potentially possessed, or did you see something unnatural in your house? Yes, I did, yes. Anyway, boring. Yeah, move on. Happy Halloween, Ben. Fucking hell, who cares?
Right. Okay, so Ben used a happy Halloween on himself.
Oh, God. So, so let's talk about this film then, shall we? This film.
Okay, well, the Defoe's attorney claimed the story was all a hoax, which the Lutzes conjured while drinking with J. Anson, the writer of the book.
Oh, right,
so that's what they claimed. They were drinking bottles of wine, and then they said they came up with the story. And the reason for that was because of the financial state that they were in.
Oh, so they were friends then?
They were friends, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is something about the... Yeah. I don't know if the book goes into the finances. Yeah. I know in and around this time, this is mid to late 70s. So I don't know if there was a more financial turmoil on families and...
Well, they just lost an 80k house.
The economy in and around this time in America was suffering somewhat. I don't know how much that factors into the book. It's non-existent in the films, I don't think, other than...
It's mentioned that we can't move because all of our money and all of our savings are in this house.
Yeah, other than we shouldn't buy this house because we can't afford it. And, I said, like, Ryan Reynolds in this, like, well, what's he doing? Getting involved with his mum and just three pretty grim kids.
So this was the murders...
With abs like that, Fiona.
I know, he's
what's he doing?
When he's doing
Stay
that
single.
wood. Oh, when he's walking along that bridge with that, I don't know, what is it, the axe hanging behind him? Oh, fucking
yes.
hell.
Oh, all right. Well, it's the Shameless, yes. He gets up, he's got the top off, he runs down, he dives into the water. I don't know what he's looking for. Dives in, runs back up again. He's wet now, so he gets some wet abs.
A bit of wet Ryan.
For the Reynolds. Could say something very rude there, but...
No, don't.
Well, I'm not going to. This is a kids' show.
Is it?
Family friendly, yes, of course. Yeah, so that links in with what I was going to say about the ghosts. The ghosts are everywhere. I've got to say that for a supernatural possession film, there's just ghosts everywhere. They're like
it's too much.
Straight off the bat, they're just there.
Too much.
They're in the bed and you see Jodie hanging with the noose. You're like,
but she doesn't hang.
What was that? Yeah. So
she's shot in the head.
So straight away you're like, oh, what? What does that mean? Why are we seeing that? She got shot. So where's the noose come from?
Yeah. That was a bit odd. And I did quite like the scene with the babysitter. The babysitter was fucking rancid. But I like the scene where Jodie gets her finger and puts it through her bullet hole. I did quite like that.
Oh, there's zero tension in this film, is there?
No, there's none at all.
There's some jump scares, I suppose. They're not very good.
You just wait and you just know something's going to pop out. Like, we were watching it and we were just like, he was in the bathroom or doing something in the bathroom. We were just like, oh, what's going to happen? We're going to see something in the mirror. It actually didn't happen. It was in the bath that somebody pulled him, but you knew something was going to happen.
Well, this film's junk. It's not very good, but I just, for maybe because, the story, it's based on that. If it's just another run-of-the-mill horror that's not based on anything.
Well, it is.
Maybe does that make any difference? I don't really care about what it's based on. It's kind of interesting about the backstory and the guy who killed his family. It's like, fucking, that's heavy. But I don't know if that goes into your thought process when you're thinking, oh, God, like, what are they doing with this? This is based on apparently a true story. What's going on?
That has been exaggerated quite a lot, according to the Sun. So, just on that point, so the movie was based in 1975, wasn't it? So, 1974 was the killings, 1975 they moved in. The house was then bought in 1977 by the Carmody family and has changed ownership since then 4 times. And there has never been any kind of reports of any paranormal activity or any horror sightings or anything like that.
Well, you would think there's something probably quite unsettling in the house, considering that people were murdered in it. Yeah.
A lot of people said that in the basement it does feel very cold and you do get a sense of being watched in the basement, but that's it.
Is this this whole thing about it's on an Indian reservation, is that real?
No.
Was that made up for the film?
That's made up. I think that's made up for the film.
This whole Jeremiah Ketchum.
Yeah, so catch him and kill him. That's the thing, isn't it? That's where his name comes from.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
That's where that is from.
This whole bloke who...
On the Indians or something.
Built a house on Indian land and then tortured Indians?
No, the house was actually originally built in 1925 by a family member who lived in the house for many years.
Okay, so the Indian stuff and this Reverend Ketchum is a load of shit. Yep. That's been added in.
Yep, must have been because, what I read, read quite a few articles on it because it's actually quite interesting. But apparently it was built by a family 1925 and they lived happily in it.
Right.
So there's no talk of Indians unless it was built on a burial site. I don't know.
They would know, wouldn't they? Would they not?
Yeah, surely you would on the record.
Right, okay, fine. Right, what else have we got then?
Just an interesting fact on trivia. So just before the shooting started, there actually was a body of a murdered fisherman who washed up on the bank of the river near the main of the house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I found that quite interesting.
Spooky.
Yep. And the wife, Lutz, whatever, she died before the ending in 2004, just before they started filming this film.
So
Kathy Lutz.
The wife and George died.
So George died
at the same time.
George died about a year after her, or something.
Oh, did you say you meant the wife died and then George died after the film was released?
Whatever, I don't know.
They both died.
They both died in around the same time.
Is that coincidence? Oh,
yep.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. Okay. What else is happening in this film?
I like the way when George moves away from the house, he becomes normal again. But they don't really seem to notice that themselves, do they? They're kind of just
how many fucking opportunities?
I feel great again.
How many warnings do they have to leave?
Well, yeah.
What's going on? How many fucking warnings?
Are you stupid?
It's just like that George guy. To be fair, you think that George guy, he's possessed. Or the house is getting it, but he's maybe just a bit of an arsehole.
Well,
maybe he's just gone do you know what? I've wasted all my money on this fucking shit house with these shit kids and this shit wife. I've had enough. No, thank you.
Not very nice.
Well, it may be.
Maybe.
And it's Ryan Reynolds, so his whole shtick.
He does
Ryan Reynolds
start looking.
he plays a douchebag. He's douchey, isn't he? He's you know, it's comedy, isn't it?
Mm.
He's always being a bit, what's the word?
Don't know.
Oh,
Move on,
fuck.
fucker. And the story is actually wrong in this film because they actually, on the night that Ronnie murdered his family, there was no sound of gunshots. There was only the sound of the dog barking. In this movie, they said that your man, the father, killed the dogs. Everything died. No, that didn't happen in real life. The dog was not killed, just to let you know.
Is the dog killed in both films? I'm not sure if he is.
Don't know.
Right, okay. What else? Roof stuff. Hi, Mummy. Oh,
How the hell did she get up there? Jesus Christ. She'd played all of her own stunts as well, that kid.
Right.
Fair play to her.
Oh,
I
impressive.
wouldn't be getting on that roof.
Well, I'm sure she was, I'm sure she was fine.
I'm sure she
Sure
was.
she
I'm
was-
sure she's well
I'm
harnessed.
sure she was wired in. Yes, director terrible. I think the film is there's weird like zoom ins and there's weird scene transitions and each scene doesn't blend very well to the next.
Well, the backstory
Yeah, I
isn't
think-
really explained
I don't
very
think it's
well.
directed very well at all. I think it's rubbish actually.
Because you see him down in the basement and you see the pipes and you see him flashing and it's covered in blood or whatever, but that's never explained. So then it's explained when you're in the library that it was used as a torture chamber. But that's at the very end and you're just like, why is he having flashbacks of this and why isn't it explained at this point? Does that make sense?
Say that again. I switched off.
No, I'm not explaining it again, man.
Sarcastic. That's the word I was thinking of. Fucking hell. These films are draining.
Yeah.
I'm losing my basic vocab skills. Yes, Ryan Reynolds is sarcastic, so that works in with whatever my point was 10 minutes ago. I've forgotten.
Okay.
Okay, what else have we got? What else? What else about this film? What else is happening?
Gosh, I don't know. I like the way he kind of starts looking crazy as well. I like that. He wore contact lenses to achieve the look, apparently.
Yes, the bloodshot eyes, yes.
Yep.
Just moving this boom all over the place. Michael Bay produced.
Who?
Jesus. You know Michael Bay? Bayhem. Transformers. The Rock.
Yeah, I know him.
Armageddon.
Oh, I know that.
No, he directed The Rock.
Oh, and Armageddon.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Michael Bay. You know Michael Bay?
What do you think of the story of the priest telling the kid, Priest Calloway or whatever his name is, Father Calloway, telling the kid or telling the mother that, the child Jodie, she was buried with the teddy? How the fuck did it come out then?
I just couldn't give a shit about the father, to be honest. He comes in, he gets tapped by flies. I think like I said, he appears a bit more in the...
Yeah, he's told to get out by
in
the
the
house.
original. I think maybe other stuff happens to him in the original. I think he gets like...
Yeah, he comes at the beginning.
blisters or stuff and he gets... I don't know.
He comes on the first day that they move into the house.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. So they have the house blessed, I think, because they know of the backstory. So
Yeah.
they're like, we better get this blessed. Yeah, fine. Don't care. What else?
And the way the cross. I like the way he has the coffins all laid out in the basement. I thought that was quite a good thing.
Yes. Okay, Amityville Horror, Fiona, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't watch it again, to be fair, but the idea of it is quite good. But I don't think I believe the Lutzes, to be honest.
Well, the story itself is kind of interesting, maybe.
Read the book.
The film is, both films, I haven't seen the original. This one was it was dog shit.
Too many ghosts.
It was, no tension, too many ghosts. Ghosts didn't make sense.
But Ryan Reynolds looked really hot and ripped in this film.
Oh, God, that was a fucking dud of an episode.
And that is the main
that
thing.
was a fucking dud.
Yeah, because of you,
episode.
Ben. Because of you.
Because of
Not
me.
interested, as usual.
Because of me. Well, it's just... Because you may as well just do this for, again, half hour. Just take your time. Explore some of the points. Because shit film, the original looks not that much better. Just longer. And, well, yeah. It's just... I guess if you're going to try and make an episode out of it, you just need to go, right, half hour, let's explore what the father's doing. Let's explore the Jeremiah bloke. What was he up to? Some films just don't work for 15 minutes.
Okay, so you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and what's the podcast thing again?
Podchaser, good pods.
Good pods,
please
all of
go on,
those.
because there's lots of episodes. And as you can tell, we're starting to get a little bit drained over here.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a particularly bad one. And
I'm a pod making machine.
This is Fiona's fault, because I didn't want to do this film. Got no interest in it.
Yep,
It's
and he
just-
huffed.
I'm trying to keep the quality
You forgot
up.
to say about the beginning of the film that you enjoyed that. with
Oh,
the
yes.
flashbacks.
Oh, yeah, we're cheating now, like we did on the canal. The 15 minutes is gone anyway. Right, let's keep talking for a couple of minutes then. What else? Fuck these 15 minutes. Bored of them.
No, Ben.
I said on the canal I was bored. Bored. I'm sick of them.
There's nothing more to say.
That's what's making it unbearable. I know we're doing these 15 minutes because, I waffle and, it's funny and trying to get them in for the 31, but that's what's draining me. It's just rushing from point to point to point, saying something, having you saying something. It's like, I just fell asleep during that episode.
Yeah, I know, Ben.
Not
And
because...
it's extremely frustrating.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, it's pissed me right off. So do you really think I want to continue talking to you for another 10 minutes?
Oh, dear.
No, thanks.
We've got a bit of tension on the FilmFloggers.
Yes, we've got more tension up here than we did in that film.
Yes. Oh,
Cut the tension with a knife.
That was pretty good for you, Fiona, actually. Right, well, quickly then, what else? Anything else?
No,
that
Ben,
interested
absolutely not.
The Pennywise, the balloon? Where's the balloon
Oh,
coming
what's
from?
the story with the balloon?
Don't know. Pennywise.
Didn't make sense.
Ghost running laps.
Oh, yeah, around the house.
Yeah, I've never seen a ghost move so quick.
So apparently in what George and the wife said, they said that there was a child running around the house, and at one point they dropped a knife in the kitchen. A kitchen knife fell to the floor.
They were sprinting. That ghost was sprinting. They sort of just float. They just float by. They were really gunning it, or him, or she, or...
Well, it was Jodie, wasn't it? Essentially.
I don't know. So all the other ghosts that are there are from...
The only ghost that we see is Jodie.
So did the...
Everything else is
Okay.
the stuff, the Indian shit.
So the only actual ghost-shaped thing was the pig. So I'm assuming this is what George saw in real life. Is that why they used the pig in the original?
Know. He did say he's seen eyes.
Right. So...
And he woke up at 3:15.
I'm assuming it was the family. The family were the ones, because this Indian burial stuff is a load of shit and it is made up for the film. The ghosts or the entities or the demons who were haunting the Lutzes were from the family who'd been murdered, which would obviously make sense. It's not just another set of random spirits who have popped in.
Don't know.
So the film introduced the Indian burial stuff and this Jeremiah Ketchum as well, on top of Jodie being represented as a pig.
I don't know, Ben, and I don't know where this point is going, I'm afraid.
Well, there's no point. I'm just trying to figure out what's what.
Oh, I don't know. It was just a shit film.
And also the ghosts, and that Jodie seems to be getting bullied in this one. She seems to be like, there's a bit where she's getting fucking manhandled on the ceiling from these hands.
Yeah, that's your man.
What man?
Ketchum.
Is it?
That's apparently meant to be Ketchum, yeah.
Right, so Ketchum is now bullying
poor
Jodie.
Yeah, and the man in this house is evil. That's who she's referring to. It's Ketchum, it's not the dad. It's Ketchum.
But she doesn't even fucking know Ketchum. Ketchum's part of the Indian stuff. He's the one who was torturing Indians 100 years ago.
And now he's torturing Jodie.
And now poor Jodie's getting tortured. Well, where's her mum and dad and siblings to stop this Ketchum bloke?
They've passed over, Ben.
Why isn't she?
Don't know, because the doll. Don't know.
She got shot in the cupboard. That didn't happen. They all got shot when they were sleeping.
In bed, yeah.
I guess that's kind of the odd part of the story, of the actual real killings, is that they all got shot whilst in bed, whilst asleep. But no one else woke up during. I'm not sure how long it took for him to move around the house, but, surely someone would have woke up. And neighbours didn't hear any gunshots. They heard the dog barking. There was no silencer on the rifle, so... And he shot, there was, 6 of them?
Yep.
And
not one of them woke up.
In the middle of the night at 3:15.
And they were all face down on the bed, apparently.
Yeah, he may have moved them, maybe, but...
Why? Then he went to the bar and said, I think someone shot my family. He said it was like some drug gangland who did it.
Yes, yes.
But it wasn't. It was you.
So I guess that's, unless there was someone else involved that got away with it, maybe. That would make a bit more sense. While he was knocking off those ones over there, someone else came in. But, yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
They searched the lake as well, looking for the gun.
Oh, yes. There's been millions of...
oh, fucking hell. I think they counted like films. 18 or something.
Yeah, what? Like,
because there's the exorcism of Amityville. Or the Amityville exorcism, whatever.
So, I wonder if every film just goes back to the house over and over and over again.
I don't know.
A new family moves in, they go back, they leave. God, how the fuck? That must be like one of the biggest film series ever.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
And the owners that moved in 1977, the Cromarty family, they actually changed the address of the house. They only changed it like to it was 1112. They changed it to 108.
Right. Did you like the film?
Not really, no.
No.
I liked the story of it.
Did you like Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I liked the beginning of it, where it was flashing to him from the murders. It was lightning, and it was every lightning flash.
So the opening
it showed like one of the murders, the lead up to what Ronnie was doing.
Yeah.
Then you get the scene where he sees this Jodie in the closet, and she's just like, "What's wrong, Ronnie?" And "I love you, Jodie." And then he shoots her, and it's just like, heck.
Well, yeah, that's not too bad. Probably, fine. It's not
probably the best part of the film.
Yeah. Yeah, the bit at the end where you see Ryan Reynolds when they take him down. I don't know why they didn't just fucking leave him at this point.
Because she knew he was being possessed, and she realised as soon as he left the house, he was feeling better.
Yeah, okay.
She put 2 and 2 together and got 4.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Not 5.
You get all the flashes of all the demons in the house. It's like, well, okay, it's okay, I suppose. Obviously by this point I've completely checked out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, You see what I mean? Fiona, we're just having this casual discussion. I'm looking at the time going like, oh, fucking hell, it's getting on a bit. It's nice though, isn't it? It's so much less tiring. Maybe longer episodes, but you're not going like, oh, what should we talk about next?
Yeah, but Ben,
30 seconds!
That's the idea. You're actually meant to communicate with your co-host and not shut off
I
completely.
know, but I
not know what to say.
I don't think you can even start to comprehend how exhausting these 15 minutes are.
Ben, I do them with you.
I know.
Every fucking time. I'm here, sitting in my little cubby hole. I'm here.
Yes, but you're fine though. They don't affect you because you're like, great, that's done, brilliant.
Yes, they do affect me, Ben.
I'm like,
I have to listen to you.
I got about 5% of my points out, and I hate rushing. I like the idea that they're shorter, so editing's easier.
And it's on the one track
and
now.
it's getting the more episodes out, but they're fucking exhausting. Tried to salvage this episode somewhat by just having this extra 5 minutes, breaking the rules.
Oh.
Yes?
Yes.
Right.
Jinx, Dodgewood, I win.
Do you think Reynolds has got a better body than me?
Yes, he does. Ben, he is so ripped in this.
Oh,
he is chiseled.
I know. Yeah, I'm 20 kg heavy.
When he's there with that axe, and like even though his t-shirt is wet, and you just see this outline of his pecs.
Oh,
you're just like,
don't get me going again, Fiona. Come on.
Oh, he's hot. Not sure about the beard, but he'll
yes,
do.
As I said, Lo, if I dropped 20 kg, I would look like that.
Maybe 30.
And I'm not saying that because I'm fat.
A bit of a tubs these days.
Yes. But I'm saying that because I think he's a lot more svelte than me.
He's just fucking hot.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And I do quite like the
Can't
insane.
deny it, can you?
I do quite like the insane look on him.
Oh, you like a bearded Reynolds, do you?
No, the eyes. They're a bit dark and...
They're not dark, though. They're just bloodshot.
They're dark. He wore black contact lenses, Ben.
Really?
Yes.
I just thought they looked bloodshot.
They're dark eyes.
He's so tired. He keeps waking up at 3:15.
Yeah, and apparently some of the cast and actors and all that shit, they started waking up at 3:15 a.m. That was on the IMDb trivia. I don't believe it.
But that's all you look at.
That was yeah, but I don't believe it.
Right.
They woke up at 3:15 as well. The cast.
Right.
While filming. I don't believe that. I think that's bullshit. I think that's horseshit.
Well, yeah, we do know that your trivia's been mixed.
Ben, I read this on the IMDb.
Yes, it's been mixed though recently. You've got stuff wrong.
I think my story behind the Defoe family was actually quite good and interesting, actually, today. I think I did a very good job. If you actually listened.
Well, it's not trivia, is it? The actual story of the Amityville horrors, murders, killings, is, it is interesting, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
The films, either of them, the original and the remake, don't seem to be that interesting.
I think George Lutz in the first film is quite good looking as well.
It's Brolin, isn't it? Is it not Josh Brolin's dad?
I don't know. It's quite dark, isn't it?
I think it's Josh Brolin's dad.
Right, I need to go. I've got heartburn.
Oh, right, okay. Is it Josh Brolin?
Don't know.
Is that
right? You're not saying goodbye, Ben?
Did you do all the stuff?
What stuff? Yeah, I said that at the beginning.
Did you?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Like, share, good pod, spot chaser.
Right, we're doing it again. Yeah.
Like, share, review, comment, donate. Thanks.
Yes.
Ben's an ass.
Okay, right, that's, good.
I like breaking the rules.
Well, it's better, isn't it? You know, I say salvage, we probably haven't installed a lot of shit, but we've just made an episode maybe just about listenable. Listenable? Is that a word?
No.
Listenable.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Hello and welcome to What's Our Seat Number. If you're listening to this trailer, you're deciding whether or not you're going to listen to this podcast.
Good.
But chances are we've lost you already.
Good. Wait, what? No, come on, Matt.
Well, I mean, it takes what, like 10 seconds for people to lose interest in things? I am not being defeatist. They've gone already. It's for now.
Now they are, because we started arguing, so we've both sort of driven them out.
Well, go on then. Tell the dead air who we are.
Okay, the dead air.
The dead air.
The cadaver.
The people who aren't listening anymore.
I'm taking control. You introduce yourself, and then I'll introduce myself, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we're doing, right? It's going to sound more professional that way. Go.
Okay. I'm Johnny Gross. I am a filmmaker and a film fan. and fanatic and obsessive.
Good. Very good. That was very well done. Very professional. You sounded like you're in control and almost like you know who you are.
All right, then. And who are you?
I'm Sai. I'm a 3D artist and a game designer, a film fan. I'm your brother as well.
Really?
So we're going to be talking about some of our favourite movies and hopefully some of yours as well. There's going to be trivia behind the scenes.
Do you want to tell the listeners why we've called this podcast What's Our Seat Number?
You really came to the right person with fielding this question because I feel that I can take this story and really bring it to life. Okay, so one time we went to go and see a film in the cinema and I asked, what's our seat number?
Fantastic.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I did it for you.
It's great.
If you want to hear more, you can check out the rest of our episodes. We're hosted by Podbean, but you can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music or Audible, TuneIn, Alexa, Listen Notes, and now on iHeartRadio, Player FM, and Podchaser. So pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Please don't forget to review, like, and rate, and keep listening, because the more you listen, the more we'll be able to produce. Bye.
Ta-ta.